As a general rule, maybe not an absolute rule, but the more thoroughly you prepare for something, the more satisfying the experience is. And there are many of us both giving and receiving online sessions and workshops now that I thought it was worth making this little vlog to help you have the very best experience you can. I feel lucky that for many years I've given one-to-one client sessions, and so I've become quite accustomed to explaining to my clients how to set themselves up for sessions like this, where we're talking face to face. And then at some point during that session, when we go into trance, they'll have to prepare themselves to settle down into a nice, comfortable position with their heads supported, lay back, and close their eyes. Now, that's possible to do just as I did there in more or less the same setup, but also you could do it by moving to a completely other position, to another chair. But then you would need to practice that so you would know exactly where your device had to go when you made that move so that you weren't fumbling around, and wasting time in your session. And when that becomes a group session, of course, it's even more crucial because the facilitator the facilitator may have several people to look at, and you know the facilitator will need to see everyone and may not have time to make individual corrections. So it's really, really important that you do a little dress rehearsal just to see the framework that you need to work within, and then ask a friend to do a practice call with you before we begin. So, many of my sessions, like also reminding yourself of the forgotten language of the body mind, have a hypnotic element in it, a very deep relaxation. So you want to be absolutely comfortable. At the same time, I'll ask you to be sitting upright so I can explain the process to you to start off with. So you need to be able to get from a position something like this, or maybe a more meditative type position, to a lying position. And again, it would be relatively easy for me to do that here. I've got some nice soft cushions under the floor, my blanket by the ready, or I could even pop up in the sofa and use something like this for under my knees. The key, like I said, is getting prepared. The last thing you want to do is end up in a deep relaxation holding your phone. But just remember, I need to see you too. And for the type of work I do, I need to be at the very minimum able to see your face, and down to about here, I need to be able to see your breath, the rate of your breath more specifically. So whatever you have to do, I prefer to use my laptop. It's sitting there on a piano stool. If you prefer to use your phone, there's all these little holdy devices. And what I found a great companion when I do occasionally use my phone is the old menu stand. So good luck. And as always, if there's any questions, please just get in touch. And thank you for listening.